I'm Adam Anschel for Pro Football Weekly with a positional analysis, the offensive lineman in this year's draft. It's presented by Verizon Fios. I'm joined by our draft expert, Nolan Naraki. And Nolan, we've lumped together all of the offensive line here, but let's start with the offensive tackles. Who are some of the top guys here?
Well, I think it starts with USC left tackle Tyron Smith. He's a guy that played right tackle in college, but he projects to the left side in the pros. He's a guy that has some medical concerns, some mental concerns as well. And teams are asking how do they put on 30 pounds in 3 months. So there are some concerns there, but he's a guy that could fit into the top 15 and be the first tackle drafted. I think after him, you got Anthony Castonzo from Boston College. You got Nate Solder from Colorado. They're both solid left tackles. I think Solder's going to take a little bit more time to develop. But you also have Gabe Carimi from Wisconsin. I think he's a guy that's getting looks at inside as well as outside, could wind up being a right tackle in the NFL.
Obviously, some good strength there at tackle. Everyone's always looking for a good tackle, so they usually find their way up further in the draft. Moving inside to guard, who are some of the names we should watch for?
Well, Mike Pouncey's the one at the head of the class. He's a guy that played center and guard. He's got the last name. He's definitely got the pedigree. He's going to be the top interior lineman drafted. After him, I think you got 3 converted left tackles: Danny Watkins from Baylor, Quint Bowling from Georgia, and Wilt Rackley from Lehigh. I think all 3 of them will get looks somewhere in that second round.
So the final spot at center, the guy snapping the balls. Who is the most important guys we need to keep an eye on here?
There's really only 2 of them: Rodney Hudson from Florida State and Stefan Wisniewski from Penn State. Hudson played guard in college. He projects to center in the NFL. Just doesn't have enough size. You look at Wisniewski, he played both guard and center as well. Very smart, very solid, versatile. I think he's got the last name that's going to make teams feel comfortable as well.
Obviously, you hear that name Wisniewski, and it's such a successful name for the Raiders for a long time. So overall, given the linemen both tackle, guard, center, how would you say this class grades out?
I'd give it a B- overall. I think the tackle class does have some depth, but it's very weak at the top. You don't have a true Pro Bowl caliber talent at the top. And then the guard and center are both weak. I don't think there's a lot of depth there.
So that is a look at the offensive linemen in this year's draft. For the best draft coverage, be sure to follow us on Twitter or go to ProFootballWeekly.com.